Hey guys, what's going on? For those of you that are not tracking, LSPDFR has been pushed out. The first version has been released. They've done several small patches, and there's a little bit of rough in the start, but it's actually smoothing out. It's actually a pretty good launch. So you can go to the download section. You saw I clicked the LSPDFR off to the right, and you can just go into there, and you'll see it's by Sam. And this is, last night I didn't have time to record or do anything. I'm not about trying to get it out there the fastest. I'd rather, me and DCP were talking. Both of us would rather have more quality content than just get it out there. So let's get down to business. You'll download this, and you can go ahead and download the latest version, and I'll pop it open and show you. I'm not going to install it because I actually have the game running and ready to go, but I'm going to show you what it looks like. So you'll open up this, you'll come in here, and you can literally drag and drop all of these into the main directory of your Grand Theft Auto 5. But with that said, there's been some people that are having issues, and if you see a long I even posted about it, but if you see, and I need to make an update to that post, if you see a long list of errors and things like that, the first thing that you can do is head over to the RageHook and try the latest open release alpha. Currently that is 0.10.5.28.2360. And when you download this, once you've installed the RageHook, you can go ahead and drag and drop all these things, everything except the SDK. You don't need the SDK, so you can just hold down Control and click that. It'll deselect it, and you just drag and drop all of that stuff over the version that came with LSPDFR. And that's if you're having framework error codes throw and stuff like that. I'm on Windows 8, and I didn't have to. You hear all these people talking about you gotta unblock things and even unblocking it didn't work for me. I was able to mock this error that a lot of people were getting, but without following a solution that comes with the software they give you. So what I did is I just installed the latest version of that, and forewarning, it can cause some things to mess up, like the J Siren key and stuff like that, but for overall it works, and it works fine. So once you go ahead and do that, you get all that stuff dragged and dropped in there and situated. We'll go ahead and pop into the game, and I'll give you a rough rundown of how everything works. We'll be using the trainer for this. This is more so a review and show rather than an actual patrol. An actual patrol will follow in suit. First thing you can do is make sure RageHook's even on. You'll know it's on though as you're loading in, because you'll see all types of things, but pressing F4 will bring up the console screen so you can access that and look at that. If I can grab it, I always have trouble grabbing that. You can actually see some of the stuff that tried to go ahead and load up and so forth. And here's what you're actually looking for. You can see the version that you're running and so forth, and that it's actually on. And another indicator is you got these the police stations are actually marked out. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna quickly teleport to it. I don't know where that would teleport me. Alright, now some of the things to look for when you got good coding is a solid foundational start. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go into more detail as I get to that. So not only is this, it's pretty Xbox controller friendly. I use the keyboard and mouse though. It's just I love all my keys. You can see it's pretty well. They did nice little transition with the camera. They did beautiful looking text. They really went for a solid theme here. And from there, even just the options to select your officer, they're well done. They're just well done. This is currently when you, unlike SAPDRR, when you click go to the next screen, it goes to the next screen. But just to showcase some of the options here, you can quickly change skin color. You can change the tops, and I'm sure all this stuff will change over time once the modding community gets a real heavy roll with it. You can even add rank to it as well, and a hat if you felt like it. So we'll go ahead and go to the car selection too, and I'll quickly show that. You can see they've pretty much added all types of stuff to the list, and even it's kind of like the Hydra's, like I guess a running joke. And you can turn the lights on and off. You can even add or take off light bars, so you could go with kind of a slick or the rotating if you wanted. Alright, so now that we just spawned, you can see down the bottom left they've got some of their GUI up, and I'll just go over some of the things with you and we'll see what we can showcase as quick as possible, because that's kind of what this is about. Okay, so it works pretty hand in hand with some of the LSPDFR features. So for example, when you press E on someone and you're pointing at them with a gun, you can see he went into the hands up loop. You can see the debugging stuff they wrote down at the bottom right. If you continue to tap E, you'll push him to the next stage and move up for an actual arrest. And so now he's in the surrendered state, and if you press E, you'll go into the arrest animation, which I wonder if they're going to slow that down because it's Superman speed. But what's cool is we can lead this guy here. We can kind of keep going on. Maybe we got more than one suspect. And you know, you can even it's pretty well done how they did it. And you can tell the individual to follow you. He'll go ahead and help him up. And what I like too that they did is, I really don't like that the suspect follows me. I hope I can drag him. I know they'll probably add that at a later date, but when I open the door to get in, I automatically go and open the back door for this guy.
Get in the car and behave.
If I didn't bump it and I stayed there, you'd see that he actually hops in, and it's pretty legit. And then we got the standard turn in. And this is why I also picked this precinct. Well, I really like this precinct as well. But we'll go ahead and turn them in real quick just to show you that, you know, unlike all the other mods that came out, I don't have this like fade warpage screen thing. I've got this process where I can arrest the individual, drive them to a location, and actually, you know, drop them off. Alright, so, well, that's the arresting feature, the basic arresting and turning feature. And, you know, what we'll cover now is, you can press B, and I don't know the controls for the controller. I don't use it, I don't plan to learn them. But if you press B, you've got your backup options, and you can tell them to respond in different code manners, and it gives you different options based off of what you're choosing. And this even changes to different things when you get into a pursuit in itself. Now, when you call them, keep in mind, I've never had it not work. They will show up, but it takes time, which I actually kind of like. It's really cool. We'll see if we can get involved in something and call them real quick as well, but I'll also briefly go over the N key. N key lets you do different kind of dialogue. You can press it and, you know, they'll say stuff, but you can also go to different things. Like you can turn your car off by using it. You know, you can always leave it on. You can say you want lights and sirens. You can say you want just lights. And same thing with J key. J will actually toggle lights and sirens on for you. So they've got basic features that are there that, you know, are really needed to be standard in LCPDFR that are already kind of standard in LSPDFR. But we'll go ahead and what we'll do is you can use the X key to force a call out, and from there you can press Y to take it. So now we've got armed suspects, and we'll just try to get over there as fast as we can to kind of handle the situation. Alright, so we finally just caught up to the individuals. It looks like they might actually even be out of ammo. But we'll go ahead and call for more backup. We'll get some Stady in here too. And we'll even try local SWAT just so you guys can see it all. You know what I mean? And we'll try a noose as well. Alright, so we just had a Stady that was actually close up there, leaving a bike patrol unit. Oh, I was trying to get out of their lane. They went out of the lane when I did. Good thing we're just showing it. Alright, so we got all the helicopters coming in now. You can see the little bird, which seems excessive. Do we have an officer right here? Oh God, no! So the biker he's been put down, but you did see the little bird try to engage that individual. Oh my god. Okay, guys. Well, make sure you do not call a little bird. Alright, so I don't know if we're still on duty. This is good though. We can see what happens if we die in an office. I do not I do not recommend calling in the news helicopter. Okay, so you're still on duty and everything. Everything works fine. You just you need a police car. So we'll go ahead and we'll spawn and I'll continue the show because we haven't covered everything. I'm gonna have to, like, there's gonna be a good bit of editing because that chase was kinda long. Okay, so we showed arresting, we showed the pursuit mechanics and backup actually being called and working a little bit too well. What we will be doing now is kind of showing the pullover mechanic, which is, you know, it's a very young form of it. See if we can't get these guys to pull out of the way. We're going to pull over this white car right here. That vehicle too. I'm still wondering how they're doing their grab for vehicles. Alright, so we just got this individual to pull over. They do pull over to a minute degree, nothing as well as in LSPDFR. They still got to figure out how to shop for the incident. So when we pulled him over, we'll go ahead and make contact with them. You can even choose like what type of dialogue you want to start out with.
Your car is the shit. So
and then from there, you know, you can give your citation. You could issue a warning. They'll just kind of pull off on the way, or you could ask them to step out of the vehicle. Now, there's no looking up in the computer right now. There's no detaining. There's no frisking and stuff like that. But I know they'll add that stuff later. We'll go ahead and issue a citation since it's still kind of one of the things I still have to show. So they actually have pretty solid animations. You know, he takes out his pen. He starts going to town writing a little bit. And one of the things is once you're done writing a ticket, they always back up a little bit before going forward. So make sure you don't park too close because they're just going to smack into you for no reason. But yeah, aside from that, like you have a full-fledged working mod where you can actually chase down, arrest, and work in conjunction and call backup. But I'll scroll some of the other stuff. So they've got armed suspect, pursuit in progress. And we'll go ahead and turn. Oops, I was gonna say we'll turn those down, but we might actually have to wait. Yeah, so pretty much anything I've seen so far is vehicle related or something of that nature. I believe there's only 3, and there they are: is the pursuit, armed suspects, grand theft auto, and a pursuit. And you can see it's they give you there's no real dispatch right now, and it's something that they'll be adding in the future. But that's just a depth thing. So I really look forward to seeing what they bring. And, you know, this in itself, LSPDFR's like first release, it's just tenfold better than anything that's currently been out there. And, you know, I really look forward to the progression that these guys are going to bring. And it's something that actually, like, I've had it run without issue. You know, AI will actually make the arrest on people rather than just shoot them straight out. Everybody will kind of respond accordingly. Like if they got a gun, then they're gonna respond with a gun, and it's been so enjoyable and fun. Some of the little gripes though is police AI won't respect you in a pursuit. They'll act as if you're not there, like their detection has been removed for driving. They'll still try to avoid other vehicles, but they'll pit the hell out of you if you're not careful. And the suspects fleeing, like not only do they not have any stamina, but in general they're going to be a lot faster than you, and there's no resistance or comply mechanic in play right now. So if that guy gets out of the car and he's faster than you, my advice is to call back up and stay in your damn vehicle and give him little nudges when you can, or else you're just going to end up running 20 blocks and being like, what the hell is happening? So, you know, with that said, I give it a thumbs up, man. This is, you know, their first. Look at anybody else's first release, SAPDRR, for example. Look at their first release, and then look at this one, and you can see the foundation is completely solid for this thing. And these guys are doing it right because they're literally getting their hooks into the AI and controlling the AI logic for not only, you know, the suspect but the police themselves. But I look forward to doing more updates. I look forward to keeping you guys posted, and I also look forward to doing LSPDFR patrols. I'm going to be doing both LSPDFR and LCPDFR until LSPDFR has enough content. Either way, guys, I'll catch you at the next one.